What's up guys, and welcome back to part 6 of this 2005 Yamaha R1 rebuild. In the previous episode we finally got the R1 to start up all by itself. Come on, R1. All thanks to that brand new flywheel and starter clutch that we got. We also sorted out our blown head gasket issue. We fitted on a brand new head gasket. There's no more smoke coming out from the exhaust. There are no coolant leaks from the engine so far. So I think our job was successful there, guys. So now that we've got the bike mechanically solid, it's time to sort out some of the few minor issues around the bike. We've got wiring that we need to sort out for our indicators as well as other areas on the bike. We've got this brake lever that's all scratched up that I need to sort out. And of course guys, these grips as well. We still have this engine cover here that looks all scratched up. I want to sand this down, paint it and get it looking as good as I possibly can. I've got these two bolts that I've stripped. I've got some helicoils which should fix the threads, and this guy should sit on nice and tight and we shouldn't have any leaks from this data cover. I don't like how the top here looks all scraped up and dull, so I wanna try and make something to cover all this up and then get rid of this rusted bolt and see what I can do to get this nice and shiny, or at least covered up. I also want to bleed the front brakes as well as the rear brakes, so when we ride this bike our braking system is nice and solid. This old rusted bolt definitely needs to come off, and I want to sand down this foot peg that has some scratches on the side here. I think I also want to paint this kickstand so it doesn't look so beat up. And then I want to get rid of all this gold tape because this definitely won't go with the new fairings we've got for this bike. So it looks like we still have a couple of things that we still need to do to get our bike looking nice and ready for our fairings. So I'm gonna get started. I wanna start stripping all these plastics off. So the front fairings, this front fender, and the tail section off the bike, so we get it all stripped and then move on to the rest of the other bits. Okay, now I'm going to move on to bleeding the front brakes. I've got my manual bleeding contraption here. So I'm just going to top up this reservoir, press that brake lever, undo this guy, let all the dirty, well it's not actually dirty, this one is pretty clean, but all the old brake fluid out, get the new one in, and should be good with the front brakes. Then I'll move on to the rear. Okay guys, front and rear brakes have been bled. Check how clean this is. Super clean. I'm gonna let this sit overnight. If you know, you know. But I think we're good as far as the brakes go. Okay guys, we're back here again. Hopefully it's for the last time. So I need to fix these two bolts and now this one, because when I was taking the stator cover off, I noticed that this one was also a bit loose. So what I'm gonna do is I need to drill in. I already marked here with my drill bit how far I need to go. So I need to drill in that much. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this guy to create new threads in the hole that I just drilled. Then I'm gonna put in this coil, which will be our new thread for the bolts that are gonna go in. Okay, so I'm gonna first start by drilling the hole. Need to make sure that it's nice and straight. There we go. Okay, right there on the mark. Then come back out. Then I'm gonna take this guy and then just slowly thread the new. Okay, once we're at the end, then we're gonna slowly come back. And there we go, guys. Here's our fresh threads. Then we're gonna take our tool here that's gonna drive this this coil in, and it should just start threading in like that. Then what I like doing is I'll go just below the surface a little bit. Okay guys, there's our nicely rethreaded hole. So yeah, we should be good. So I'm gonna do the rest real quick, slap the stator cover back on, and then hopefully we'll close this guy off for good. Alright guys, stator covers in, hopefully for the last time. All these bolts have been torqued down to spec, so all is good here. We can move on to the next stuff. Okay guys, I didn't want to film this in the beginning because I'm actually experimenting here. So what I did is I took some painter's tape, and then I put it along, I basically covered it here, then I just cut around all the edges to form the shape of this clamp. So I'm gonna take this off, put it on a piece of paper, trace it out, and then I've got some vinyl or some wrap that I'm gonna use then to cut out this shape and then put this on top here. Kind of like a clamp pad, but DIY one. So yeah, let's see how that turns out. Okay guys, this is how the clamp pad worked out. So it's not looking too bad, considering this is DIY. So it's not looking too bad. I changed out these bolts. This one was a bit rusted, then I just sanded this guy off. Looks a little bit cleaner up here, but yeah guys, let me know what you guys think about this. If I should keep it, if I should go for something like gloss black or matte black. But I think this carbon fiber look kinda looks nice. Alright guys, let's carry on. Whew, okay guys, that wasn't fun at all. But yeah, now that we've got all that gold rim tape off the bike, I actually kind of like it like this. It looks nice and stealthy. Yeah, but now that we've got all of that stuff done, all the little things out of the way, I think it's time to slap on the fairings. I've been waiting for this for a very long time, guys. Let's go. Jeez, no ways, guys. How good does this bike look? Jeez. I swear, if I didn't know how this bike looked like before, I'd never believe this is the same bike. Oh, man. Like, we wanted to keep the original blue Yamaha, but add some flavor to it. So we got this monster fairing kit, and it came out super nice, guys. I was a little bit skeptical about, removing the rim take and just having the wheels black like that, but I think this works, guys. I know some of you guys might like the bike with some rim tape, so leave a comment down below. Tell me what color you'd like to see on the rims. Then maybe in the next episode we'll slap it on. But geez, guys, everything came out so perfect. Like, I'm super happy with this kit, everything we've done on the bike. I installed these grips, levers and bar ends off camera, but I think they came out super nice, guys. Everything is just complementing everything else on the bike. Like, geez, guys, jeez. So we are missing a few things, like the cover that's supposed to go here, along with the bolts that go with it. I'll get that in the next video. And then we're missing some hardware for this guy here and some extra hardware for the windshield. But other than that, guys, everything came out super nice. I also want to get someone to come over and restore these headlights because they're looking a little bit dull and scratched up. So I think a quick lens restoration should work just fine. Oh guys, I had to come back inside because the sun was just way too much. So other than the few little things that I pointed out, the bike is mechanically solid. The bike is looking stunning. I think the bike is ready for a test ride, but we're gonna have to do that in the next episode, guys. If you like what you've seen so far, click the like button, hit the subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell icon to be notified when we finally take this R1 on the road. Oh, and comment down below if you guys want to see rim tape on this bike, and let me know what color you'd like to see, or if we should just keep the rims black as they are. I think they look nice and stealthy like that. Alright guys, but that's gonna be it for me. I'll catch you on part 7 of this 2005 Yamaha R1 rebuild. Peace out.